Круизный лайнер «Лидия» мягко покачивался на волнах. Пассажиры расслаблялись этим летним вечером, и ни у кого и в мыслях не было, что утонченная, изящная и прекрасная девушка имеет очень серьезные планы кражи века. Мы начинаем с вами 20-ю часть прохождения игры The Raven, и как раз играем за нее, за Алекс. Ну что же, давайте погрузимся в атмосферу этого круиза и этим вечером поисследуем корабль. Можем начать с вагона ресторана, мне кажется, это будет хорошо. Скрипка плачет. Остается только чашечку кофе себе сделать. Сделайте.
Браво! Брависсимо! Fantastico!
Would it be okay for you if I get some fresh air up on deck?
Of course, my dear. Give my regards to the sea.
Капитан такой качественный морской волк. Темпераментный итальянец. Так, ну профессор следом направился, вообще без палева мог бы немного позже, но он прям сразу. Давайте поговорим с леди Уэст-Маккот.
A wonderful concert, wasn't it?
I wouldn't have expected you to be a connoisseur of classical music.
Because I'm American?
Because you're young, and friendly, and radiant. Someone like you doesn't have to know a lot to get along well in life.
Are you easily prejudiced at your age?
In my long experience, there's often a core of truth at the center of every prejudice.
Prejudice is the reason of fools.
Was that written in the book you once read?
Oh, I've read many books. Good books.
But not my books, you mean to say.
You're a writer?
What can I do for you, Miss...
Mares. You know, I'm not planning on throwing myself at a man.
I'm glad to hear it. You have to work. Earn your own money.
Oh, I will. My grades are excellent, and I really want to study acting in New York.
None of my books has ever been made into a good film. The stories were twisted, shortened, and simplified so that even the dimmest fellow could follow them.
I want to do theater and travel. I speak 3 languages.
That would be 3 more than most people your age can speak. Do what you have to do. But stay away from bad men.
Is this your first trip on the Lydia?
That's quite enough. Life is too short for conversations like this. I do wish that rather delightful Swiss policeman had come along.
I heard you had an interesting trip on the train.
It was thrilling. I'm hoping for an encore. Perhaps in Cairo.
Надо же, Зельнер нравится леди Уэст-Маккот, я даже об этом не догадывался.
Mr. Kreutzer possesses impressive technique, don't you
Да
think?
не.
He certainly does. His numerous playmates in Austria can tell you more about it than I.
You mean Mr. Kreutzer is a womanizer?
I'm not talking about cheap skirts. I'm talking about expensive clothes. A man like him needs funds to support his lifestyle. Just go over to him, my dear. Tell the maestro that your family is wealthy. You have everything he's looking for. Money and a pretty face.
Hold your tongue. Mr. Kreutzer, Lady Westmacott, please.
Or did you have your eye on me, Mr. Kreutzer? Old, yes, but rich.
Jezebel. Mr. Kreutzer, Maestro.
That's better. Freeloader.
You Mr. Kreutzer, you seem to know each other.
Not really, but I know his type. Parasites who cling to the rich and famous and suck them dry. The young, misunderstood painter. The innovative writer who writes books that no one wants to read. The musical talent that has to be supported. The ladies and gentlemen of high society let the others use them and call themselves patrons. Another word for fool.
Didn't you finance archaeological excavations in the Near East and Egypt?
For my husband, and I was there myself. I catalogued items for him, and I didn't show him off like a trophy at cocktail parties. But my son was one of them, the worst kind. The kind that sucks not only the money, but also the life right out of a person.
May I take my leave?
You may.
Скрипач, не обладающий каким-то особенным гениальным талантом, еще и по-женскому обидевшись, вышел. Ну, мы сейчас там его где-нибудь найдем на палубе, попробуем еще поговорить с леди Уэстмакот.
The lady is not a fan of shallow conversation, which I respect. I shouldn't talk to her unless I have something serious to say. The lady is not... Lady Westmacott never let anyone tell her what to do. They say she was a stubborn one, and today, she's one of the richest women in the world.
Алекс оказалась гораздо лучше, чем показалось нам в первый раз, когда мы еще за Зельнера играли. Первое впечатление может быть обманчиво. Осмотрим щипцы для салата.
Wooden salad tongs, just small enough to carry around unseen.
Забирай.
The salad tongs won't be missed until breakfast.
Попробуем их применить на что-то.
I could jam the penny in and make a kind of improvised screwdriver. Why not?
Ага. Провизорная отвертка, вот как.
I jammed a penny in between the tongs. If I hold the tongs at both ends, I can apply a lot of force.
Очень изобретательно, как для леди.
I'm going to repair the necklace. But that can wait until tonight.
Нет, этой фразой я ни в коем случае не хотел как-то дискредитировать женскую половину, но просто есть вещи, которыми должны заниматься мужчины. Например, такие простые вещи, как починка там розетки или замена патрона в светильнике. Она может вызывать настоящую панику у женщин. Каждому свое дело отведено, поэтому на этой почве никаким образом не дискредитируем. Да что ж такое? Женщин? Ну давай. Так, тут похоже больше ничего. Значит, можем пойти на корму. Они ведь прекрасны во многих других сферах, где мужчины совсем проигрывают. Так, тут осмотрим лежак.
A deck chair in the sunshine on a cruise ship. I'd be a fool to miss out on that tomorrow. But I have to take care of my duties before I can relax in the sun. Ah, lovely big towel. I hope tomorrow I'll have a chance to sunbathe and enjoy the rest of the trip.
Возьмем полотенце. И ко всей моей реплике подведем итог, что только вместе они составляют совершенный тандем, который в полной гармонии и при наличии любви способен Не просто на великие вещи, а способен даже менять мир. Полотенце.
Lovely big towel. Ah, lovely big towel.
Так, пиксель хантинг. Комплит. И мы можем пойти к обиженному скрипачу. Пару раз улыбнуться ему, возможно, это поможет. Посмотри, бухает, посмотри на Давида Крейцера.
A handsome man and a talented musician, but he doesn't seem very happy.
Ну, счастливый человек не станет заниматься карманными кражами.
Hello, Mr. Kreutzer.
Do you want to have a go at me, like the old witch in there?
I just wanted to talk to you.
Now is not the best time.
I just wanted to tell you that I really loved your music, and that Lady Westmacott did not have the right to speak to you like that.
Really? How do you know? You don't know me.
Then, did she have the right?
No, she didn't. That cynical old witch enjoys exposing the weaknesses of others, although we all have them. She as well. She lusts for recognition and acts as though it weren't so disgraceful. She rejects prizes and awards with snide remarks, but she's angry when others receive them. She needs to know that she's better than others.
You seem to know her quite well.
I've only met her once or twice, but I know her son and some of her friends. One friend of hers supported me for a long time. No one is brave enough to say it to her face, but everyone hates her.
Her or her success? You're so talented. Why aren't you performing on the world's great stages?
Fate, perhaps. Or bad luck. My parents opened every door for me and my sister and expected corresponding careers.
Overambitious parents who force their children to play music?
No, it wasn't like that. I loved it. I loved to play the violin. They didn't have to force me. I wanted to do it on my own. I thought I would achieve my goals if only I worked hard enough. But it was not to be.
What happened?
In a more dramatic story, I'd say that I broke my hand just before my big break, or that I was rejected because of my nationality or my name, or that I was brought down by a conspiracy. But nothing like that ever happened. I practiced like mad, got better and better, really good, but nothing happened. The right people never heard me. I was never in the right place at the right time. Can you imagine how it feels to always be on the cusp of a breakthrough? To be just one evening away from becoming an overnight sensation? To see how other, less talented violinists pass you by because you just aren't lucky enough?
How terrible.
For every star in the limelight, there are a dozen more that burn out unseen, fading month by month. I didn't want to be one of those people who waste their lives chasing dreams without realizing that they're unattainable. If I couldn't have the life that I always dreamt of, and that my family expected from me, then at least I could have the next best life.
The next best life?
Mansions, limousines, parties, everything you could wish for. Though none of it belongs to me.
The lady called you a freeloader.
An ugly word, but maybe not so far from the truth. I move with the rich and famous, and at first glance, I live exactly the life my father always wished for me. A carefree life, easygoing. And I play the violin, which I always loved to do.
But it's not really like that.
It's empty. My life is just a shell. A show, and everyone knows it. I loved something once, and I burned for it. But now, the violin is just an accessory for practicing my real profession.
And your family?
How could I ever look them in the eyes? A failed violinist who gave up.
What does the future hold for you?
Isn't it obvious? My hands are starting to shake from alcohol. What will be left once I lose my good looks? I'll have nothing then. And so I'll put an end to it all.
You can't say things like that.
With my father's pistol, It's gone! Fate won't even grant me a quick death.
Don't you think you can still make it?
No. It's too late now. The real question is, did I give up too quickly back then?
I don't know.
Thank you for listening.
Goodbye, Mr. Kreutzer.
Вот такая вот непростая жизненная история у скрипача. Да, как и у всех нас, собственно. Поэтому, конечно же, в таком эмоциональном состоянии слова леди Вестмакот могли быть для него особо ранящими. Вот видно, что он депрессует очень сильно. Так, тут какие-то записи появились. Ага, вот этого не было. Это невероятно. Патриция, разговаривая с людьми, действительно в состоянии вытянуть из них правду. Я не знаю почему. Может быть, поэтому, что они воспринимают ее как безвредную, потому... Может быть, хотят шокировать ее. Но это случается каждый раз, когда я играю Патрицию, то люди изливают мне свои души. Когда я, Алекс, это не случается. Когда люди относятся ко мне с большим уважением, осторожностью. Да, она тут ведет свои заметки. Так, ладно, оставим, попробуем еще раз. А вечер, вот даже, да, вечер был настолько прекрасный, что мы даже немножко жалеем, что в этой плывущей морской дымке Алекс не может с Адилем где-то устроиться на палубе, укутаться в плед и провести его вместе. Посмотрим на трап.
Practicality was definitely placed ahead of design here. I guess the Lydia regularly docks at harbours that don't have their own gangways. And rather than make the passengers climb ladders, they opted for the less beautiful alternative.
Нам вообще нужно в каюту баронесса, но пройдемся в кубрик. Еще наверх надо попробовать.
This should be the entrance to the cargo hold. Not really my concern.
Они уже здесь.
Bull, curling, shuffleboard, all the same to me. I'm not interested in any of that now. The two of them seem to be in a private conversation. I'd better not disturb them. When Adil and I were following the professor in London, I was disguised. But that doesn't mean he won't recognize me now. No, I won't talk to them as long as I can avoid it.
Все, это действие пропало. Здесь мы тоже все посмотрели. Отлично. Сохраним наш прогресс и двинемся далее. Здесь также есть этот приятный рокот волн. Скрипач стоял на палубе, грустил о своей судьбе. О своей ненужности высшему обществу. О том, что он никогда не сможет стать его частью. И пил алкоголь. А мы поднялись наверх и посмотрим на дверь.
Good thing they're busy. I can have a look around without being disturbed. If someone leaves the bridge, I'll pretend to be stargazing. And if that doesn't work, I'll just turn on the charm.
Спустись по ступеньках. Как же можно было так ужасно изуродовать перевод-то?
No idea what kind of flag this is, but the pole it's attached to could be very useful one day. It's about 80 centimeters long and looks quite stable.
И куда мы ее положим?
Yes, it's sturdy, but it's also too cumbersome to carry around. A classic. The thief enters through the ventilation shaft. Can it really be that easy? No, it can't. The cover is screwed shut.
Но у нас есть отвертка. У нас она есть. Вентиляционная шахта бы подошла, но она заперта. И у нас есть смекалка. Следовательно, когда есть отвертка и смекалка, шахта будет открыта.
Right. That's it. I just hope that this is the right shaft. I still haven't found a way to get back into the ventilation shaft from the cabin. I need something like a rope and a way to tie it to the shaft.
Так. Я не могу спуститься в каюту, пока нет возможности, чтобы потом с нее выбраться, не оставляя следов. Видимо, полотенце нужно завязать на мачте.
I could tie the bath towel around the pole, put the pole across the ventilation shaft, and climb down with the help of the towel. Sounds like a plan.
Ну, пока мы не будем использовать мачту, потому что надо еще сходить в комнату баронессы и попробовать попасть туда традиционным путем. Посмотреть, к чему это приведет.
I'm sure I could help you if... Stand aside. If you told me what you're looking for.
You're just getting in my way. Now get out.
I'll wait at the door, madam.
Yes, yes.
Oh, Miss...
Mayors?
Can I help you?
No, I'm just having a look around the ship. Good day.
Вечера. Good evening.
That was close.
Нас почти засекли. И это побудило сделать определенную запись. Нашу героиню. Я не могу спуститься в каюту так, вентиляционно так. Я не могу так просто войти через дверь. Риск быть пойманным слишком велик. Вот. Ну, посмотрим на
Inch is
Инча.
intelligent and ruthless, a dangerous combination. He's not a brilliant planner, but he is smart and careful. He senses danger. I'm afraid he might suspect that something is wrong. I think he's frightening. You look in his face and you'd believe that he's at peace with the world and himself. But Adil told me about his mood swings. From one moment to the next, the mask falls away, and he's capable of anything. No use worrying about him now. I have a job to do. No use... No use... Inch is watching the door. I need another way into the cabin. Even if I lure Inch away, I couldn't enter the cabin without the Baroness noticing something. I have to find another way into the cabin. Inch is what... I have to find...
Так, еще можно тут будет пройти вниз, ребят, и осмотреть медицинский центр, каюту Леграна. Интересно, где сейчас Зельнер?
Very fine handiwork. The model maker even wrote the name of the ship on the tiny life preservers. But the winter garden at the back of the saloon is missing, and the stern deck looks different. It was obviously made before the ship was remodeled. Maybe one of the crew whiled away the long nights at sea building the model. Only someone with a lot of time and a love of the original could build such a thing.
Ну что ж, время, отведенное на сегодняшнюю часть прохождения, истекло. Как бы ни было жаль с вами прощаться, я вынужден это сделать. Но вы знаете, что я прощаюсь ненадолго. Следующая часть не заставит себя ждать, поэтому приходите.
Bye.